योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे भक्तियोगो नाम द्वादशोऽध्यायः। हरि ओम तत्सत, हरि ओम तत्सत, हरि ओम तत्सत। हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
Hare Krishna, Yashamati Mataji. Thank you for the beautiful Bhagavad Gita recitation. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण और ग्लोरीज टू श्रील प्रभुपाद।
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gavani Pracharini Nirvishesh Unnavati Pasha Shtarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Raja Shri Sadigaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. अनंत कोटि वैष्णवृंद की जय. श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. नामचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर जी की जय. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I welcome you all to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call for today's mid-morning session. Thank you all so much for joining. This is Shivani from Ashburn, Virginia. Let us move to the next part of the session. Today's class on Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antya khanda, will be given by Her Grace Preethi Vilasini Mataji from verse 5.527 to verse 591. May I know all have joined this morning?
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashmati Priya Devi Dasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashamati Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. Thank you for the beautiful Bhagavad Gita recitation and thank you for joining every single day and giving a sweet association. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Our glorious to your services. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shrimati Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All the restriction of the part. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. Thank you for joining every single day and giving a sweet association. All glorious to your services, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I welcome you all once again for today's mid-morning session. I would like to start by sharing a quote by Srila Prabhupada ji. When we are children, innocent, we have no bad habits. But as we grow and associate with bad company, we also acquire all these bad habits. To give up all this bad habit means we have to associate with sadhus or devotees, saintly persons, that we can give it up. This is called anartha nivritti, meaning giving up all the unwanted bad habits. Mexico, February 11th, 1975. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we are very fortunate to have her grace, Preethi Vilasini Mataji, to enlighten us on Sri Caitanya Bhagavata khanda, verses 5.27 towards 591. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Preethi Vilasini Mataji, thank you for your valuable time and your sweet association this morning. Very happy to have you on the call. I'm very looking forward to hearing from you. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Gauranga ki jai. And now I hand over the call to you. Please take over. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much. And thanks for a very beautiful recitation. Yeshumati Priya Mataji. We are reading from Sri Caitanya Bhagavata. This is Antya khanda. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं कृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरं नमामो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्या प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैता गदाधारा श्रीवास आदि गौरभक्तवृन्दा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे आजानुलम्बितभुजौ कनकावदातौ सङ्कीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायदाक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ जयति जयति देव कृष्ण चैतन्य चन्द्र जयति जयति कीर्तिस् तस्य नित्या पवित्रा जयति जयति भृत्यस्तस्य विश्वेश्वमूर्तेर्जयति जयति नृत्यं तस्य सर्वप्रियाणाम् जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata. This is Antya khanda chapter 5. Chapter 5 is titled The Glories of Nityananda Prabhu, and we are in text 527. And we will be doing more than 40-50 verses today. We'll go quick. It's just a storyline. There are no commentaries. So we'll just read the storyline and keep moving today. But what is the context to these verses? We saw in the previous class how Nityananda Prabhu is very, very merciful. And Nityananda Prabhu decorated himself with a lot of jewelry. And in one of the verses in Chaitanya Bhagavata, it is mentioned Nityananda Prabhu did this to attract everybody. And even the people who might not be taking up to Krishna consciousness, when they saw Nityananda Prabhu being dressed like this, they were attracted to him and they wanted to take up to Krishna consciousness. This is a very interesting aspect of Nityananda Prabhu's glories. And we'll see how it actually works. That is what this section is about. How Nityananda Prabhu's dressing gorgeously with jewelry attracted people to come to Krishna consciousness. So there is a story related to that, and that is the deliverance of the thieves. So in the previous few verses, we have seen how somehow or the other Nityananda delivered the thieves, rogues, fallen, and the most wretched people. Now, people who are very attached to a lot of materialistic prosperity, they were attracted to Nityananda Prabhu when he would dress up like this and they would get delivered. So this is a very interesting feature of the Supreme Lord who came, who dressed up like this. He was dressed in jewelry top to bottom. And we saw in the previous class how he had rings on all his fingers. He had beautiful necklaces. And even to this day, if you look up online, you can find the very beautiful Navaratna Mala of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. It is available for us to see even to this day. How beautifully the Lord would dress up with a lot of jewelry. So he had nice anklets, he had armlets, he had bangles, he had necklaces. So Nityananda Prabhu was always very opulent and he was an Avadut. Interesting. So it appears that how can an Avadut be so well dressed? But that is the beauty of Nityananda Prabhu. He's a unique personality. And he did this not for his enjoyment, rather, he did this to deliver everybody. And that is the section for today, verse number 527. Shuna Shuna Nityananda Prabhura Akhyana Choradasyu Yemate Kurila Paritrana. Now listen to the topics of how Nityananda Prabhu, he even delivered dacoits. Let's see what happened. Navadvipe Vaiseka Brahmana Kumara Tahara Samana Chora Dasyuna Hiora. In Navadvip, there lived a particular Brahmana's son who had no equal among dacoits and rogues. So there was a Brahman son, namesake Brahman, who was as good as a dacoit. Yatachora Dasyutara Mahasenapati Name se Brahmana Ati Paramakumati. He was the leader of all other dacoits. That evil-minded person was a Brahmana by name only. He was a Brahman by name only. The phrase Name se Brahman refers to a Brahmana Bhruva or a so-called Brahmana. Brahmana Bhruva means he's called a Brahman. That's it. But he had no qualities of a Brahman. See the Padma Purana and Manu Samhita 7.85 for definitions and symptoms of Brahmana Bhruvas. So Brahma Bandhu, Brahmana Bhruva. Who are these people? Namesake Brahmins. They are born in a Brahminical family, but they have zero qualities of a Brahmana. What are the qualities of a Brahmana? You all know it has, a Brahmana should be, there's a list of qualities actually. He should be very cultured, he should be very humble, he should be very clean, he should speak the truth, he should not cheat. Like that, there are so many rules for one to have Brahminical qualifications. That's why when you are I've heard that before the second initiation, there are interviews and you are assessed on how much Brahminical qualities you have. Are you Brahminical enough to take Brahmana Diksha? That is what they test, I've heard. So Brahmana means you should have all good qualities. But this person, he was a Brahmana Bhruva. Bhruva means just so-called Brahma Bandhu, namesake Brahman. For example, Ashwatthama was called as Brahma Bandhu by Krishna in the Bhagavatam. Krishna tells Arjun, he is after all a Brahma Bandhu. He has to be punished. Why? Because he did not exhibit the qualities of a Brahmana. He tried to kill sleeping sons of Draupadi. So such a person is called as Brahmana Bhruva. Now here there was a thief. He had the company of dacoits. He was in fact the leader of the dacoits. He had zero Brahminical qualifications. Okay, though he was born in a Brahminical family. Paravade dayamatra nahika sharire nirantara dasyugana samhati bihare. He mercilessly killed others and always remained in the company of other dacoits. So he was so hopeless that he even went to the extent of killing others, just like Jagai Madai you've seen. They had all the bad qualities. Similarly, here was another Brahma Bandhu who had terrible qualities. Nityananda Swarupe Radhiki Alankara Suvarna Prabhala Mani Mukta Divyahara. One time he saw that Nityananda Swarup was decorated with divine necklaces and ornaments made of gold, coral, jewels, and pearls. So he did happen to catch a glimpse of Nityananda Prabhu decorated so beautifully with all these jewels. प्रभुर श्री अंगे देखी बहुविध धन हरिते होइला दस्यु brahmaणेर मन. On seeing the various valuable ornaments on the Lord's body, the dacoit Brahmana decided to steal them. So he decided, I'm going to take away everything. माया करी निरवधि नित्यानंद संगे ब्रह्म येता न धन हरिबर रंगे. Wherever Nityananda went, that Brahmana stealthily followed him for the purpose of stealing his wealth. So you all know how thieves plot their way through stealing. The first thing is they start observing where you're going, what time you're walking out, when you're going inside the house, what kind of jewelry you're wearing, how much loot they can get from you. So they start observing and they follow so that they can make a solid plan to steal. अंतरे परमधुष्ट द्विजबाल हनया जनिलेना Nityananda अंतर हृदय. Nityananda, super soul in everyone's heart, knew the intentions of that wicked Brahmana. So obviously somebody is watching you. You know that somebody is watching you. But here Nityananda Prabhu, he's the super soul in everyone's heart, and he even knew the intentions of that wicked Brahmana. हिरण्य पंडित नामे एक शुभ्रामण नेदवद्वीपे वासे महा अकिंचन. In Avadvip, there lived a qualified Brahman by the name Hiranya Pandit who had no material assets. So Nityananda Prabhu, he decided to stay in the house of Hiranya Pandit. Now, who was this Hiranya Pandit? Hiranya Pandita was the one at whose house Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was a young child, he had Vishnu Prasad on Ekadashi. So the same Hiranya Pandit. He was a very qualified Brahmana. He had no material possessions. So here Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur tells us one symptom of a qualified Brahmana is freedom from material possessions. So he was a clean Brahman. He didn't acquire wealth. He was a very nice, learned and very simple at heart Brahman. से भाग्यवंतेरा मंदिरे नित्यानंदा ताही का वैराला प्रभु हया संगा. Nityananda left his associates and quietly resided in the house of that fortunate Hiranya Pandita. So in Hiranya Pandit's house, Nityananda Prabhu was residing. In the previous verses, we saw how Nityananda Prabhu had so many associates. He was going from one place to the other and how all his associates were accompanying him. But here, Nityananda Prabhu, he left everybody and quietly he wanted to stay in the house of Hiranya Pandit. Meanwhile, what was happening? There was a dacoit, a Brahmabandhu, who was following him and trying to understand his whereabouts. Say dushta brahmana parama dushtamati laya sakala dasyu karaya yukkati. He was dushtamati. He was very sinful. He was most wicked. He gathered other dacoits and started plotting a plan. What did he do? अरे भाई सबे यार केने दुख पाई चंडी माये निधि माली लाए कथानी. Oh, brothers, why are we suffering? Goddess Chandi has provided us a great treasure in just one place. So, Chandi Mata, she fulfills material desires. And this thief was telling that she has mercifully provided everything that we need in one place. What is that? That is Nityananda Prabhu. ए अवधूतेरा घेते अलंकार सोना मुक्ता हीरा कसा भाई नाही आरा. The ornaments decorating the body of this Avadut are all made of gold, pearls, and diamonds. So I saw an Avadut, and his body is full of gold, pearls, and diamonds. कतलक्ष तकार प्रदाता नहीं जानी चंडी माये एक थानी मीला लीला आनी. I cannot say how many hundreds and thousands of rupees his ornaments are worth. And Goddess Chandi has brought them all together in one place. She's very merciful. In one shot, we are going to make our living if we just loot this person. शून्यबाडी माझे थाके हिरणीर घरे कडिया निबा एका धंडेर भितरे. He lives alone in the house of Hiranya. We can go there and take everything in just ekadandhera bhi. Ekadanda. That is, in about half an hour, we can just loot him and we can come back. Dhala khanda lai sabe hao samavaya jigiya hanadiba khatana vinishaya. So he tells them, you collect your swords and shields, For tonight, we will go and raid that house. Whose house? Hiranya Pandit's house. Why are they raiding? Because Nityananda Prabhu is there, fully decked in jewelry. E mata yukti kari sabadasyu gana sabenisha bhagajani kari lagamana. After making plans in this way, the dacoits waited for the night and then set out for that house. So when do thieves do their actions? In the night, when everybody else is sleeping. Ya nisha sarva bhutani. So when everybody is sleeping, the thieves become hyperactive. So they decided, let's wait for night and go and attack. Khanda churi trishula laila jana jane Aishan Vediya Nityananda says Thane. Equipped with swords, knives, and tridents, they gathered near the house where Nityananda was staying. So in the night, they went to that place. Ekasthane rahiya sakala dasyugana agechara phataya dila ekajana. The dacoits all waited in one place when they sent a spy to check out the situation. Perfect planning. So they all waited, they gathered at one spot near the house. And what did they do? They sent a spy to go see what's happening. Have they all gone to sleep? So a spy was sent. Nityananda Prabhuvara Karina Bhojana Chaturdiki Hari Namalaya Bhakata Gana. Nityananda Prabhu was taking his meal and the devotees were chanting the name of Hari in all four directions. That's exactly what was happening at this point. Krishnanande Mata Nityananda Bhritya Gana Keha Kare Simhanada Keha Vagajana. The servants of Nityananda were so intoxicated in the ecstasy of Krishna consciousness that some of them roared like lions and some thundered. They were all singing the names of Hari. And Nityananda Prabhu was taking his meal. Rodana Karya Keha Parananda Rase Keha Kara Tali Diya Atta Atta Hase. Some cried the mellows of ecstatic love while others laughed Atta Atta Hasa. They were laughing loudly and clapping their hands in ecstasy of Harinam. Haya 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 Kare Kona Jana Krishnanande Nidra Nahi Sabai Chetana. Others called out, hi, hi, in the ecstasy of Krishna consciousness, and nobody slept. The thieves were waiting, when are they going to sleep? But they were not sleeping. They were all enjoying Harikatha, Harinam, rather. Chara asiri kahi leka dasyugana sthane bhartakaya avaduta jage sarvajane. The spy returned and said to the dacoits, the Avaduta is taking his meal, and all of them, they're all awake. They're all shouting Harinam. They're all awake. Dasyugana bale sabe suka khaiya amaravo basi sabe anadi bagaya. The dacoits replied, let them go to sleep. We will wait for a while and then we will raid the house when everyone goes to sleep. The word Han means attacking with cries and shouts. Vashila Shakala Dasyu Yeka Vrikshatale Paradhana Lai Beka Yekutuhale. All the dacoits sat under the trees, satisfied they could soon plunder someone's wealth. So they were waiting for the opportune moment. Kehabale mohara sonara bala. Kehabale muni nimu mukutaramala. One of them said, I will take his golden bracelets. While the other said, I will take his mukutmal. I will take his pearl necklace. Kehabale muni mino nimu karana abharana. Swarnahara nimu muni bale kona jana. Someone else said, I will take his earrings. And one said, I will take his gold necklace. Kahe bale muni nimu rajata nupura saba emana kala kayena prachura. Someone said, I will take the silver anklets. This way they all dreamt about the wealth that they are going to get. So it was an object of enjoyment and a desired dream. It was like that. They were thinking, I will take this, I will take that. So they were planning their loot, how they are going to take different aspects of the jewelry. Hinai samaye nityanandera ichhaya nidra bhagavati Ashi Chapila Sabaya. By the will of Nityananda at that time, what happened? The goddess of sleep cast her glance on the dacoits, Nidra Devi. Nidra Devi, she glanced on the dacoits. The dacoits were all thinking, I'm going to take gold, I'm going to take this necklace, I'm going to take that anklet, I'm going to take this bangle. So they were making their plans, and Nidra Devi, by the will of Nityananda Prabhu, decided to cast her glance on them. They all went to sleep. Sei khane घुमिलाया sabadasugana nidraya hoila sabe mahaya achetana. All the dacoits fell asleep at that place. They became practically unconscious in deep sleep. They went to deep sleep. It was night time. Nidra Devi glanced at them. They all went to sleep, talking. Prabhu Ramayaya hena haila mohita ratri paila tabu nahika samvita. They were so bewildered by the Lord's potency that they did not wake up even after the night passed. Kakarave jagila sakala dasyugana ratri nahi deki sabe hoila dukamana. When the crows began to call out, the dacoits woke up. They were all unhappy to see that the night had already passed. So they were in deep sleep. They completely forgot their plans. They went into such deep sleep that they slept through the entire night. And the next day morning, when the crows were crowing and when the cocks were crowing, that is when they realized, oh, it is now morning. What happened to our plans? The night has entirely passed. So they became very unhappy. आस्ते व्यस्ते धालखंडा फेलाइया वने सत्वरे चलीला sabadasyu ganga snane. They quickly hid their swords and shields in the forest and went to take bath in the Ganges because it was the morning. शेषे सबदस्यु गण निज स्थाने गेला सबे सबारे गली पंडिते लगिला. Thereafter, the dacoits abused each other as they returned to their homes. They were blaming each other. Oh, we slept because of you, and so on. केहा भले तुई आगे घुमा ये पड़ीली केहा भले तुई बड़ा जगिया अच्छीली. One dacoit said, you fell asleep first, and the other replied, as if you were awake. केह भले कहा कलह करह के न आर लज्जा धर्म Chandaji rakila sabara. Another said, why are you quarreling? Chandi has saved us from an embarrassment. It's okay. दस्यु सेनापति ब्राह्मण दुराचार से बल ये कालह करह के न आरा. The sinful Brahman, who was the leader of the dacoits, said, why are you quarreling? Just stop quarreling. The night went by, so just stop quarreling, stop it. Don't keep blaming each other. Yei hoila se hoila chandira ichaya ekadina gela kisa kaladina yaya. Whatever has happened, it has taken place by the will of Chandi. We've lost one day, but there will be other days. Don't worry. We will anyhow get the loot. Don't worry. It was all Chandi Devi's plan. It's okay. बुझिला मछंडी आजी मोहिला आपाने विनी चंडी पूजी आगे लानते karane. I think Chandi has bewildered us today because we went without first worshipping her. Maybe she's upset with us. So it's just today. She's upset. So let's go together and we'll worship Chandi and everything will be fine. We'll get our loot. भाला करी आजी सबे मध्य मांस दिया चल सबे एक थानी चंडी पूजगिया. So they said, we'll give her madhya and mamsa. Madhya is wine and mamsa is meat. That's how they worship Chandi Devi. So they say, we'll go and offer all this and she will be pleased and she will favor us. And definitely we will get what we desire. येतेक करिया युक्ति सबदस्यु गण मध्य mamsadiya sabe karila pujana. After making plans in this way, the dacoits worship Chandi with wine and meat. Aradina dasyugana kachinana astra ailena vira Chandi parinila vastra. The next day, the dacoits took up their various weapons and they dressed in blue cloth and they looked like great brave heroes. See, sometimes the thieves, they cover their faces with cloth and all that, and they wear very heroic clothes so that they can go and get what they want. So that's how these dacoits, they dress themselves. महानिशा स्वरलोकाचये शयने हिनहि समये vedilekadasyu In the dead of night, when everyone was asleep, what happened? The dacoits, they surrounded the house. It was the next trial number 2. Okay, trial number 1, what happened? They all slept and they got cheated. Okay, they just slept off. The second night, trial 2, they went and they surrounded the house when everyone was asleep. Badira निखटे थाकी धास्य गुण घण देखी चतुर्दिके अनेक पाई के बद्री बड़ी राखे. As the dacoits came near the house, they saw that it was guarded by many soldiers. It's weird, strange. Nityananda Prabhu, he is an avadut. Who surrounds Nityananda Prabhu? People who chant Harinam. But what was happening now? The dacoits on day 2, when they went for their second trial, they were trying to surround the house. But whom did they see? They saw that the house was guarded by many, many soldiers. The word paika means infantry. The word rakhe means protect. So there was a huge infantry protecting the house. This was strange. चतुर्दुके अष्टाध्री पड़ाति गणा निरवधि हरि नाम करे न ग्रहणा. The soldiers were armed. They surrounded the house on all 4 sides and they constantly chanted the name of Hari. Now these were soldiers, but again, it is Nityananda Prabhu who's inside. So obviously, even these soldiers, they were chanting the name of Hari. Imagine all the soldiers in this world if they are chanting Hari Hari all the time, how it would be. So these soldiers, they were large bodied, they were very powerful. Parama khanda murti sabai uddhana nana astradhari sabe parama prachanda. They had large, powerful bodies and they looked most formidable, being equipped with various weapons. But in their mouth, they were chanting Hari, 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 Hari. So you can imagine lots of soldiers, instead of saying left, right, left, they were saying hurry, 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 hurry. And they were surrounding this entire house. Sarvadasyu ghana deke thara eko jane shata janom marite parayehi se kshane. The dacoits could see that each of these soldiers was powerful to kill 100 people in one moment. They had huge bodies. They were like huge, powerful, muscular soldiers, and they were guarding this place and they were chanting, Hurry, 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 hurry. And it appeared that each of these fellows could actually kill 100 people at a time. Sabaragalaya Sarvangi Chandana Niravadi Karitiche Nama Sankirtana. They were huge bodied, they were very muscular, and how were they dressed? They had flower garlands on their body. They were smeared with sandalwood paste and they were continuously chanting the holy names of Krishna. They were engaging in Nama Sankirtana. नित्यानंद प्रभुवर चिन शयने चतुर्दके कृष्ण नाम गाया से सब गणे. Nityananda Prabhu was sleeping as these soldiers were chanting the name of Krishna in 4 directions. Nittai, he was happy inside, he was sleeping. दस्युगण धिकी बड़ा हाइला विस्मिता बड़ी चंडी सबे वशी लेना एक भीता. On seeing the situation, the dacoits were struck with wonder. They went away from the house and they sat down in one side. They were completely taken aback. What is this? Huge, muscular people capable of killing 100 people at a time, wearing garlands, smearing chandan on their face, chanting Hari. Where did all these soldiers come from and what are they doing here? What are they guarding this place for? सर्वदस्युगण युक्ति लगित करिते कोताकार पड़ातिकाइलयेताइते. When the dacoits all began to discuss among themselves, they were talking, Arey, from where did these soldiers come from? Yesterday they were not there. Suddenly, from where did all these soldiers come from? केह बले अवधूत के मत जनिया कहर पैके आनी नाचिया मगिया. One dacoit said the Avadut must have somehow understood our plan and borrowed these soldiers from someone. That's what they were thinking. Somehow this Avadut inside, he must have known our plan And he's taken these soldiers from somewhere. He has borrowed the soldiers because Avadut, how will he have bodyguards? He will not have bodyguards. Maybe he has borrowed these people from somewhere else. केह बले भाई अवधूत बड़ ज्ञानी माझे माझे अनेक लोक केर मुके शुणी. Another said, "Oh, brothers, I've heard from a number of people that this Avadut is very wise. Keha bale bhai, Avaduta bada jnani. He's very, very wise. Jnanavana bhada Avaduta mahashaya apanara rakshaki ba apani karaya." This Avadut Mahashai is so intelligent that he arranges for his own protection. अन्यथा ये सब देखी पड़ातिक गण मनुष्यर मत नहीं देखी एक जना. Otherwise, those soldiers that we saw did not even look like human beings. There is something strange about this. That Avadut is very smart. He's very intelligent. Actually, these soldiers, they don't even look like ordinary people. They don't look like ordinary human beings. हिन बुझी सब शक्तिर प्रभावे गोसाई करिया ताने कहे सबे. I think people call him Gosai because he has such great influence, some magical power this man has. आरकेहा बाले तुम्ही अद्भुत ये भाई ये काया ये परे से वाके मत गोसाई. Someone else said, "Oh brother, you are a fool. How can one who eats and dresses like him be called as a Gosai?" There's something strange about this Nityananda. How can one who feasts like this and decorates himself with cloth and ornaments be called a Gosai? How can he be a self-controlled person? There is something strange about him. Sakala dasyura senapati ye brahmana se bala ye janilina sakala karana. The Brahmana leader of the dacoits said, "I think I know the reason. यत बड़ बड़ लोक चारी धिक होइते सबे ही आई सेना अवधूतेरा देखिते." Many influential persons come from all over the world to see this Avadhut. कोना दिक्क होइते कोना राजर लक्षर आई साचे तता पड़ी तक बहुतर. The king's military commander has come from somewhere with many of his soldiers. I think this Avadut is very strange. First of all, he doesn't dress like an Avadut. He doesn't dress like a person who has given up material things. He's overly dressed and he has a great influence over people. He's got contacts everywhere. And I think he's influenced the king also. So the king's military commander has probably come from somewhere with all his soldiers and he's guarding this place for him. अतएव पढ़ाइक सकल भावक ऐसे करेण हरि हरि करे जप. Those soldiers are all sentimental and therefore they're chanting the names of Hari. The word bhavuka is generally spelled as bhavuk, which means sentimental. So a person who's bhavaka is called as bhavuka. So this leader of the dacoits, he was telling this man, he's something different. He has a strong influence over people, and the king's soldiers have come to guard him. And it is funny that these soldiers, they're all very sentimental. They're chanting the names of Hari. So strange. एबा नहे को न पड़ा तिका आनी थाके तबे कता दिना एता एबा ये पाके. This is strange, but I think it's not the right time because these soldiers are here. So better not attack now and go and try to get the loot. Rather, we should wait for a few days. This is probably not the right day to do it. Suddenly, we see so many soldiers, they're chanting the name of Hari. It's all very, very strange. अतएव छल सबे आजी घरे आई छुपे छुपे दीना दास वाशी था की भाई. So they decided, let us all go home today, oh brothers. We will wait quietly for about 10 days and then we'll try to come back and see the situation. एता बलि दास्युगण गेला निज घरे अवधूत चंद्र प्रभु स्वच्छंदे विहारे. After their leader spoke in this way, the dacoits all returned to their homes, and meanwhile, Avadut Chandra Prabhu continued to enjoy his pastimes. नित्यानंद चरण भजय ये जने सर्वे विघ्ने खांडे ताता sabar स्मरणे. By remembering even those who worship the lotus feet of Nityananda, all obstacles are vanished. See what Nityananda Prabhu can do. Trial 1, what happened? Nidra Devi cast her glance, everyone fell asleep. They lost track of the night. Next day morning, they started blaming each other and they decided to attack again. They went and worshipped Chandi Devi. They came back and attack number 2. Attack number 2, when they went and they started going around the house, what happened? They were seeing some mysterious soldiers. Suddenly, from nowhere, they have appeared. They are all very mysterious, huge bodied. They are chanting the names of Hari, smeared with chandana and wearing garlands. It was all very strange. So they were speculating, where could have these soldiers come from? Maybe they came from the king's palace, or maybe he's so influential, he brought a lot of people to follow him. So like this, the efforts of these dacoits was completely put to waste. They were thinking this is not the right time. If we attack now, they are going to beat us up. So it is better that we all go home. And what was Nityananda Prabhu doing? He was happy inside. He was eating and sleeping and enjoying happily. He was continuing his pastimes. So we understand from this section that if we just remember even those who worship the lotus feet of Nityananda, all our obstacles are vanished. So, what to talk of remembering Nityananda Prabhu? If you just think of the devotees of Nityananda Prabhu, also all our obstacles will be vanished. Nobody can do any harm to us. Hena Nityananda Prabhu vihara apane tahane karithe vigna pare ko na jane. So, when Nityananda Prabhu himself enjoys his pastimes, who can create obstacles? Actually, this was the last verse for today. We went so fast. But I will just take one verse. Sorry, Chinmay Mataji, I have to do one verse. I just read it out. And then you take over from 594. So when Nityananda Prabhu himself enjoys his pastimes, who can create any obstacle? Envious people, they try to create obstacles in the endeavors of saintly persons. Under the influence of their sinful mentality, they create obstacles for all sorts of beneficial activities in this world. But no envious person will ever be able to create obstacles of the activities of Nityananda performs in his desire to serve Krishna. So the idea is when somebody is trying to serve Krishna, when somebody is a devotee trying to do pure devotional service, truly no obstacle can stop them. And if they are facing obstacles, the best thing is to take shelter of Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu will remove that obstacle very easily for us. And there are devotees who are just by taking, Nityananda Prabhu is very merciful, very, very merciful. So when we take shelter and call out Nitai, Nitai, help me out here at this point in time. I'm facing an obstacle. I want to serve Krishna. I have a pure intention to serve Krishna, but so many obstacles are coming. What should I do? So pray to Nityananda Prabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu will remove that obstacle for us. He's sure to remove that obstacle for us because he sees the intention of the devotee. If the intention is to do pure devotional service, Nitai will ensure that you are protected. When if there are any impediments or obstacles, Nityananda Prabhu, he completely removes that ignorance, that sinful tendency that is obstructing a person's progress in Krishna consciousness and helps him. After all, he is Adi Guru. He is the one who is the source of the entire Guru Tattva. So just like how the Guru is there with us to help us through situations in our lives when we want to progress in Krishna consciousness, Nityananda Prabhu will personally help us in whatever situation we may be. So that's what we see in today's verses. And we'll stop here. I know there was nothing much for me to prepare also in these verses. I just thought I'll come and read. And there were more than 50 verses, so I thought it's better one of us, we coordinators, we only do the class rather than calling a speaker because I wasn't sure if anybody can finish these verses quickly, but it appears that we finished it too quickly. And I don't want to jump into Mataji's section tomorrow if I believe she's already preparing. I don't want to go into her section. So I'll stop here. And I don't think you'll have any questions because there's nothing here to discuss. But if you have any realizations, thoughts, you want to add something, please feel free. And Mataji can continue from 594 in the next class.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Preethi Vilasini Mataji. Jai. Thank you so much for a very, very beautiful, sweet, and enthusiastic class, as always. Very beautifully, you narrated the pastime of the Brahmana. And really, Lord Nityananda is so merciful, as you were saying, that he's dressed up all in opulence, and that Brahmana was attracted, all the jewelry and all that he wanted to steal. That even, people who are so materialistic and are running after all these material things, they get attracted to Lord Nityananda and they want to take up Krishna consciousness. So beautiful. I mean, nobody's left behind.
Yeah.
Anyone and everyone and anyone. I mean, that's the mercy of the Lord. Just amazing.
Jai.
Oh, Hari Bol. Thank you. Very beautifully you narrated. Just absolutely beautiful. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, if you have any realizations, please go ahead and share. And
Thank you. And what you've said is very true, Mataji. Krishna, like you said about Nityananda Prabhu, this is like he's attracting everybody, and two attempts fail, and the third attempt is still to be described. And that is when they eventually tap into the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. So the section is very long, so we decided to stop here. So next class, stay tuned to find out what happened next. Yeah, thank you, Shivani.
definitely looking forward to it. Very, very beautiful. I mean, the Lord gives you the mercy. It's just flowing unconditionally, and it's for everyone. There is no it's just mercy for each person. Like it's not like this one will get it and that will not get. I mean, it's just amazing. Thank you so much. And already devotees are thanking you in the class. Nitya Gandharika Mata is saying very sweet class. Raghav Prabhuji saying Jai Nityananda. And yes, very beautiful. So grateful to you, Mataji. And Sunil Prabhuji saying Hari Bol. Um, Hare Krishna devotees, anybody want to share the realizations?
And Sunil Prabhu has raised
Yes,
hand.
go ahead, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji Dandatpanam. Thank you so much, Mataji. This is my favorite pastime actually. Mataji, just a question like when our intentions are wrong and when we have material desires, will Nityanand Prabhu help us because he sees intentions?
Yeah, material desires is it's normal to have material desires, Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu will help if our intentions are pure and if that desire is fulfilled and you're able to progress in Krishna consciousness, by that he will help. Definitely. Yes, why not? Um, we all begin with having material desires only. Nobody is like 100% Krishna conscious, fully spiritualized desires from day one. All our intentions, even though we're trying to be devotees, it is at the back, there is some material benefit that we are looking for. It's human nature, yeah. But if it is going to favor our Krishna consciousness, if it is going to help us grow in Krishna consciousness, Nityananda Prabhu will fulfill that. What is the problem? The intention is pure and it's going to help us progress in Krishna consciousness. Nityananda Prabhu will help. He knows that it's good for you, so he'll do it. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Very well.
Thank you for asking that question, Sunil Prabhuji. That just reminded me, how they said that don't go to demigods. Anything you want, even materialistic,
Yes.
go to Krishna. He'll give it to you. If it's right for you, he'll give it to you. No worries. I mean, so your faith becomes more stronger towards Lord Krishna. So
Yes.
very nicely you told Mataji that even though your intentions are pure, but you want something materialistic, Nityananda Prabhu will surely give you that.
Yes, definitely. Like you said, akama sarvakamo va moksha kama udharatihi. Whether you are akam, whether you are sarvakam or you are moksha kam, whoever you may be, just go to Krishna. Krishna will take care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of everybody's thanking you for a very beautiful class, as always, in the chat. Thank you so much, Mataji. If there are no
Thank
more
you.
questions or realizations, I would like to pay my obeisances to Her Grace.
Sudhakar Prabhu.
Oh,
Sudhakar.
sorry. Go ahead, Sudhakar Prabhu. Unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna Mataji, wonderful class actually. Only just I did not know the future, what is it, but I think with this episode, even the material things or the material conditioned souls also will get attracted to the Lord, directly or indirectly. Maybe his intention is bad. Maybe he also got purified. I believe. I don't know, but I think having the Lord's darshan
Yes.
with a negative intention also may be benefiting that Brahmana boy who was originally Brahmin, but because of something, I think he has turned into a different activities. This is what I think. This is one of the, like you can say, lessons learned. I think even uh, even if our intention is not good, sometimes Lord makes them to a sort of a devotion. I don't know the further future story of this, but I'm just guessing it.
Yes,
Anything
you're
can
right, Prabhu. You're right. Yes. Ultimately, the Lord makes everybody a devotee. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sunil Prabhu was also telling these thieves are going to become devotees. Yes,
Maybe
by tomorrow itself, Sunil Prabhu has predicted tomorrow they are going to become devotees. So, Chaya Mataji, you have to complete the entire section. It's Sunil Prabhu's prediction. Okay.
Imagine our bad luck. We miss Nityanand Prabhu's mercy. God makes
Yes.
that.
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
This is what we learned. I think, at least I understood that anybody or anything of the God is divine. So even the negative intention or negative motive also will make us purify.
Yes,
So,
yes.
so I guess like that. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for that very sweet realization. Thank you. Very well. Yeah, Prahladananda Prabhu.
Mata. This also reminds me of Bhagavan Krishna's promise to Arjun in 18th chapter. He says that mat chitta sarva durgani mat prasadat tarisyasi. This is what he says, that you keep your mind in me, then all the obstacles will be removed. Of course, as we said,
Hari bol.
we have material desire, that's our disease. But the ausad is that Bhavsad Sotra Manobhirama, Praksit Maharaj said. So unless we take medicine,
Yes.
how can we going to remove this material desire? So Bhagavan Krishna also says, Ye yatha mam prapade. So what I'm thinking is that to remove the material desires, we should not say, oh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, oh, Nityananda, please remove. No, you also have to make effort. Right? On your
100%.
side, you must strive. Otherwise, you say Hare Krishna, but you harbor so many material desires. This is not going to work. So we must put our effort also. I want to remove all these bad things from my heart, and that's where they will start giving us. So our effort should be to keep our mind in Bhagavan Krishna. Don't go into, don't do any kusang. Kusang is the great disease. So all this Gramya Katha, everything, we should be positively, engaged in, not to indulge into them. All this social media and complete garbage, all the time talking about sex and whatnot, So this is why what I feel is that I must do something before I ask for the mercy. I should not just sit and ask for the mercy only. That's why he says that keep your mind in me, machitta. So if you keep our mind in Bhagavan Krishna, then all obstacles will dissolve like that. So this, all of us have experience because, we have started chanting this, that. Previously, I was so much addicted to eating onion garlic. Now I have forgotten about it. So what I'm just saying is that we also should play our part. That's what we should also emphasize. That was just my realization, Mata.
Jai, very beautiful. Yes, Prabhu, 100% true. So we have to do our part. We have to think of Nityananda Prabhu. We have to think of Krishna. Then everything will flow. Yes. Hari bol.
Harita
Harita
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam Mataji. Mataji, I joined a little bit late, but I could hear like how Nityananda Prabhuji is very merciful on everyone, and how he will convert them into devotees and make devotees of Krishna. Mataji, so normally when we are praying, right, Mataji, or for any materialist desire, no, we'll get Krishna only. So how we can inculcate that belief in us to pray Nityananda Prabhuji first, and how we can do that much? Like normally, like I'm more used to like directly go to Krishna, but how to get that prema for Nityananda Prabhu? Yeah.
Good question to the wrong person. I have the same problem. Okay. So, but we should be asking these questions to Nitai lovers. Yes, I lack this. I also have this problem. I am more of a Gopal lover. So for me, connecting to Nityananda Prabhu first doesn't come naturally. I'm just reading the section, but in practice, if you see my life, I'm not doing it. Okay. And this is a reminder for me also. Thank you for asking that question. But if you want a solution, if you want a solution, get Nitai Gaur deities.
I have Mataji. I have that Nitai and Chaitanya Prabhuji's deities. I read the Nitai names also, the 12 names, and that till that only it is stopping.
No,
But
it's okay. You
yeah,
worship deities. When you worship deities,
yeah,
you start developing a personal relationship with them. It doesn't happen overnight.
yeah.
Initially, you just do it ritualistically. Okay, you're offering bhoga, you're offering aarti, you're changing dress once a week, whatever. You're doing ritualistically. Eventually, when you start seeing them as a part of your family, that surrender will come. You will start liking Nitai a lot. So that's what I have seen with people who have a very strong relationship with Nitai. They have Nitai deities, Nitai Gauranga deities. So try to get, if you have those deities, continue to do so, and it will come. Our conditioning, Mataji, it all comes down to our conditioning. Honestly, this is the truth. We are not conditioned so easily coming from our backgrounds. Like, for example, you come from a certain background, family background, your atmosphere. Coming from that mindset, for you to immediately go this way is kind of difficult. There are impediments. It is okay, but keep hearing about Nityananda Prabhu. Like, even I try, that's what I also try. Not that I have gone there, but I'm also trying very hard. It's good to hear Chaitanya Bhagavata. It is good to hear Chaitanya Charitamrita. Think about Nityananda Prabhu and his mercy, and have Gaurnitai deities. It will develop over a period of time. But not that it will not happen, it will happen. It just takes a little time because of our old conditionings. Because we come from certain backgrounds, and we are not used to it. That's all. It's as simple as that. Not that we don't have faith in it. There is a difference. You have faith.
Yeah.
Okay, you have faith in Nitai, you respect Nitai, you love Nitai, but you're not used to it.
Yeah.
So to become used to it is a matter of conditioning. Worship deities, it will come. Okay?
Yeah. Sure,
Mata-
Thank you,
Sorry,
Mataji.
sorry, Mataji, but if you believe in Gopal or other Krishna form, you don't have to do Nitai anyway, because Nitai is Krishna's Swarup
Yes.
anyway.
Yes,
So it's
that's
just
true.
teaching you. So it,
Definitely. Yes, Mataji, even I agree with you. Yes, that is right. Actually, it's all a matter of perspective. Yeah. The Gopal is not different from Nitai. Yeah.
yeah, before
Thank you.
I got
Hare Krishna, Hare
joined the
Krishna
group
Mataji.
today. Yeah, Krishna.
I wanted to add that someone told me that Gaur Nita is more merciful than Radha Krishna. If you are not following properly, Gaur Nita are more merciful and forgiving.
Yes.
That's what I
Yes.
heard.
Yes.
Mataji, I had a question from yesterday's class, from Adigadadar Prabhu's class. So yesterday we read a lot about how what he wears and all the diamonds and all those things. So when I see the pictures of Nita, I don't see him so much like in the pictures and everywhere. I don't see him like all doll up and things like that. And is it true his favorite color is yellow and blue? Is that true?
He wears blue dhoti. That's how the descriptions on scripture are. He's not different from Balarama. So he dresses up like a Balaram. And Balaram also likes jewelry. He dresses quite opulently. So in the mood of Balaram, Nityananda Prabhu also does all this. Yeah, maybe in the pictures, he sometimes, again, Nitai is a very diverse personality. Sometimes he's a pakka vadot, sometimes he's completely opulent. So you might not, but if you see deities of Nitai Gaur, they're fully dressed, right? Top to bottom, nice turban,
Yes,
jewelry, and
they're very beautiful. Yeah.
that's how
Mataji,
they are.
please add I don't know if I've said everything correct. Please feel free to add your comment on. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so your comment was more like you've not seen many paintings of Avadut Nitai like that, but Nitai is an Avadut at the end of the day. He dresses up the way he likes, that's all. He wants to be in a particular way, he'll be in a particular way. And yes, he's not different from Balaram. Balaram loves blue. Nitai also is generally dressed in blue dhoti. And Gauranga is dressed in yellow dhoti. So that's their favorite attire. That's all.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Praladananda Prabhu, please add.
I'm sorry, Mata, I didn't lower the hand. Okay.
Oh, okay. Shivani Mataji, over to you.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Vranda Mataji, Yashomati Mataji, Leelayoti Mataji, Parima Mataji, and everybody else is thanking you for a very, very beautiful class in the chat.
Thank you all so much.
As always, and looking forward to more classes from you in the near future. Dear devotees, if there are no more questions or realizations, thank you all for sharing your beautiful realizations. I would like to pay my obeisances to Her Grace Preethi Vilasini Mataji and all the assembled devotees. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha कृपासिन्धुभ्यो
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
अनंत कोटि
Ananta Koti
वैष्णव की
Vaishnavi
जय,
श्री चरण भागवत की
Jai, all glories to all the
जय।
assembled.
हर ग्रेस
जय
प्रीति लासी माता जी की
Mataji ki
जय।
हरे
jai.
Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Mataji.
Hari
Thank you, Mataji.
बोल।
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanavad
Mata
Pranam.
glorious Nityanand Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Radhe
Oh my
Radhe.
goodness. Radhe
Hari
Radhe.
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you, Mataji.
Govinda.
No, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
Ending the call here.